Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to a twin flame reading. Today, I'm going to ask our spirit guides, what is going on in this connection? What is it that they want you to know about this connection? Where are we headed? What are their feelings? Anything spirit wants us to know about a very difficult situation, always with our twins. Let's see where we're headed. My name is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. This will be a fully channeled message with some charms and some initials. So they may give you some evidence as well. But let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what they want you to know about this twin. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Please remember to hit that like. That helps our channels grow for all the readers out there. Spirit, please share with us. What is it that you need us to hear today? What is it that you need us to know about our twin, the person that we're thinking of at this moment? I am listening for you now. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. And I'm sorry. So there's I didn't know what I had until it was gone. And that's always, like, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. So I pushed you away. I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to hear the truth. My heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. So they haven't let you go, it feels like. It feels that they're struggling with, you're the one that got away. I feel like their emotions are all over the board right out of the gate. I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. I misjudged. I misspoke. I said the wrong things. I knew when I was saying them and they were coming out of my mouth that they were going to devastate you. And I said them anyways. Sometimes the best thing about a twin is that you can say anything to your twin, but it's also the hardest thing because some things should be left unsaid. Not everybody wants to hear the nitty gritty of everything. Sometimes you have to, screen your words, be a little bit more conscious of, is this going to hurt the person I'm looking at? Is this going to hurt the person I'm texting right now? Is this going to devastate them forever? So sometimes we should guard our words, even if that's what we're feeling, even if it's our twin. And we think, I should be able to say anything to you and you should be able to forgive me. Not necessarily. Some things it's hard to unhear once we've heard them. Our love was too intense for me to handle and I needed to break away. So I have this runner energy. As soon as it got really exciting, as soon as we became, I almost felt like I was fusing, like I was fusing with you and we were connected and we couldn't let go of each other, that it was taken away from me. You were my home and now I feel like I'm out in the cold. You left me here. You left me behind. You told me that you would never walk away and you did. So I definitely have a runner situation here. I have running away from their feelings, running away from the fear. As soon as it got exciting, as soon as it was intense, it freaked me out and I ran. So there's this feeling inside of me right now that's saying, where were the red flags? I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. I have to be honest with you, twin flames, you have a very, very difficult time of just saying goodbye. Even when you try, even when you say, I just don't want this person anymore. They're not healthy. It's toxic. It's not going anywhere. You still feel this invisible string that's connecting you. Spirit, please share with me. I have ascension, resolving the past, overcoming some emotional blocks. That would be exciting. It is a spiritual relationship. It is. And we have to look at it that way. And we have to look at it as we are here to learn lessons. And I know you don't want to hear that. But we are here to learn lessons. And if your person hasn't learned what they're here to learn, then they won't be ready for this connection. You both have to be ready for this connection to fuse, come together, and be one. I have a cold shoulder. I feel ignored, rejected, being suddenly alone. The suddenly feels that it was almost a sense of intuitively, I knew you were going to run. Your intuition was spot on, is how they're saying it to me. They're saying that you were spot on with thinking that they were backpedaling, or that them withdrawing was going to turn into them shutting down and shutting off, tuning out, pushing away. So your intuition was giving you the red flags that something was coming, and there was something in you that just either said, that can't be happening. We are so close. We're so in love. That can't be happening. So Spirit's saying you were caught off guard, but were you really? Did your intuition give you a sense that something was about to happen, or that this person's fears were coming to the surface? So we have to listen to our intuition. And I feel like sometimes, because the intensity around a twin is, we drop our guard for some reason with a twin. Anybody else, you'd see the red flags and you'd be, like, call them out on it. But you're so in love with your twin. You're so crazy in love with your twin. You ignore your intuition. You ignore the red flags. I don't want to say you allowed them to walk all over you, but there's a sense of, I let them get away with more than I would have with anybody else. And you kind of look at yourself and go, why? Because I'm so crazy in love with this person. This is the only person on the face of the earth. So you do kind of take a step back and kind of look at your part in it and say, I should have listened to my gut. I should have listened to my intuition. Spirit sent me signs that this person was ready to run. I have an illusion. I couldn't see clearly. I put the blindfold on. I was living in a dream. I was so happy with this person that I didn't want to see that at any point they would walk away or they turn their back on me. They'd give me broken promises. I couldn't accept that, Spirit just said. I wanted a much needed break. This almost feels like I wish we could just go away together and work things out. But I always feel that would be nice, but is that realistic? Because that's not the world that you live in. You got to come back to reality with all the stuff that we have to deal with work and kids and houses and stuff. So, vacation land is fantasy land. But it is a feeling of, I wish I could just go away with you and be alone with you so that we could recapture that excitement. Somebody's keeping an eye on you. Somebody is making sure you're the one that got away. And even if they're the one that, look at all these watching. This is crazy. It's like, I'm watching you. It's like this forbidden feeling. I don't want you to be with anybody else. They're keeping secret about it. They're hiding their feelings. They're hiding behind a mask. But they're definitely keeping an eye on you somehow. They either know all your moves. You have friends in common. They watch your social media would be probably the easiest thing that they do. See if you're dating somebody new. See if you've posted something recently, changed your hair, lost weight, posting sexy pictures of yourself. So they definitely want to see the changes in you, is how it just came in. And they want to see, like, what are you doing about this separation? What are you doing right now? Spirit, please share with me. Part of me feels like they have no business They have no business knowing. They don't. If they walked away, they have no business knowing what's going through your head. Spirit, please share with me. I have an 8 of Cups. There's my walking away. There's my, I walked away because I'm looking for something else. I'm walking away because I want something different. I want something more. So why did they walk away, Spirit? I have a King of Pentacles. That came into me as I walked away because I thought that my business, my work, my finances, my time that I put into those things was being taken away from me because of this connection, that I was becoming obsessed with you and I wasn't focusing on myself and my ambition or my time. So that's somebody who is putting themselves first, for sure. That's somebody who says, you know, my work has to come first. I'm too busy. I'm too busy for this. You're consuming me. You're consuming my time. This sense of obsession. I have a Hierophant. And I have an 8 of Swords. I felt trapped. That's an excuse, Spirit saying that they're telling themselves that they couldn't do what they wanted to do with you. They were spending as much time with you as you were with them. They weren't saying to you, I don't want to be with you tonight. I don't want to sleep here tonight. They could have gone somewhere else. They could have gone home. They didn't have to be there. And then they turn around and say, we're spending too much time together. We spent too much time together. It took me away from other things. So I feel like I almost felt like for a second there that I was seeing the light, like this aha moment of putting myself in their shoes and the excuses or the me first energy that really was there, that my intuition was saying, you got to take a closer look at this. But I didn't listen. And I kept, I guess, bowing down to it because I was so in love with this person. So sometimes that separation gives you a chance to reevaluate your strength and that you do deserve more and you want to be treated differently. So if it comes back around, you're probably not going to be doing as much bowing as you were. Not that you were bowing. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's more of a feeling of I gave in. I tolerated would be a better word for me. I tolerated more than I would have with somebody else because it's my twin. I felt so connected to this person. I was so into this person that I didn't listen to my intuition, and my intuition was spot on. Everything my intuition was telling me was spot on about this person, and I didn't listen. I have a King of Swords. I have Strength. I have an Empress. You're taking back your power. You have decided that with or without this person, you're amazing, you're deserving, you can stand on your own 2 feet. You don't care what they think. You don't care if they're thinking about you, watching you, chasing you. You may be even thinking there's somebody new out there. I'm open to whatever spirit has for me at this point. So there could be this feeling of you had me. You had me, but you didn't keep me. I gave you a chance and you pushed it away. So there's always that feeling of you rejected me when they do that. And it's really hard to get over that rejection. Your heart says, like, what was wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. Okay, this is this person's fear. It wasn't you. This person, if this person pushed you away, it was they were afraid to be vulnerable. They were afraid to commit. They were afraid. Let's get some initials. Maybe the initials will connect to you and we'll get some evidence that you would like. So I have some initials and I have some numbers. Okay, so maybe maybe the numbers or the dates will make sense too. Okay. And then we have some charms also. Okay, so I have a letter B. I have a Y. I feel like this person called you baby, babe. The letter E, bye, bye-bye. Okay, maybe we have to say goodbye. Maybe we have to cut some strings, some of you. I have a W. I have a U. I have an E. I have a C. I have a U. An H. I have a Q. I have a C. X. S. K. D. H. An R. I have another E. An I. I have an L. I have another P. All right, now I have some numbers, so let's do these. I have 35, could be an age. I have an O. I have a 7, 70, and I have a 77. So I don't know if this is an O. I'm going to put this as a letter, the letter O. And I'm going to put the 777 as an angel number instead, because that feels more correct to me. So those are my letters. Let me know if those connect to you. Okay. And I always love to hear that we got your person, or this definitely is feeling like this is my reading. I want to know, Spirit, what is it that you have for us? Tell me more. I have news, information. The bell rings. I'm going to say the phone rings. I feel like it's once removed. I don't think it's necessarily from your person, but I feel like it's information about what your person's up to. Or, hey, I just saw somebody at so-and-so with so-and-so. Or you're not going to believe what somebody said. So I'm going to say the gossip. There's something about gossip is flying, is how I feel. I feel that somebody feels the urge to call you and let you know something that they think would be something you would want to know. So maybe we're getting some news about our twin. I have secret, a top secret is revealed. Yeah, you're getting some news, but I feel like it's once removed. I feel that it's through a friend, it's through, they're saying the secret circuit, the secret circuit of people. And somehow you're getting news that you've been wondering about, are they still with so-and-so? Or I hate to say it, but is that their baby? I feel like it's something that, like, wow. Taking things to a new level, a new love, awakening to a new love. I have to tell you, there's a part of me that just felt that this news, I mean, you were in a no contact already, but this news was like, oh, screw them. I'm so done. I'm beyond done. And it was the cutting the ties from my twin to something new. Like literally cutting the ties, cutting my twin off forever, or feeling like I can. And then Spirit, tell me about this new, because Maybe that's what Spirit needed you to do. Maybe Spirit needs you to say, oh, screw them. Bottom of the deck, let it flow. Throw out the old. Throw out the trash. But somebody's trash. Are they with somebody that you keep saying, oh, total trash, total trash? Tell me about the new, Spirit. I feel like I need to know about, I feel like I need to know about the new just for a minute, because there's a part of me that's saying Spirit needs you to know that they have something else. Spirit, please share with me. A true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Are they taking you from a very difficult twin situation into a soulmate? So are we able to cut ties with our twin forever and invite in a soulmate? Yeah, you can definitely do that. Let your friends help you. Ask for help. Ask for support. Whoever's delivering this message knows that this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Something was said, gossip, rumor, somebody talking about you, throwing you under the bus, being with somebody out in public. Your soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. Wow. This is a, I'm going to say this is life-changing for you, because you may have thought that this twin flame was the only one that I'll ever feel this way. And you feel different with a twin flame, but you can love a soulmate just as much without the chaos, without the drama, with the trust, with the respect. So there's something coming into you that is, they're saying more secure. And again, go back to your intuition. I feel like your intuition knew this. There's a part of me that says, when this information came in, yes, you were upset. Yes, you didn't want to hear it. But deep down inside, you knew. It was like you were just waiting for the confirmation. You were just waiting for them to prove to you one more time that they're either with trash or they're trash, and that you deserved better. And is Spirit sharing with you now that you have a soulmate energy about to arrive or coming in now, or has come in? Let's get some charms. This took a twist. This was a, I don't know if I want to say fatal, but I want to say a twist of fate. That what you thought who you thought you were going to be with and who you end up with are two different things. So again, it goes back to, you don't know what Spirit has for you. We have free will, but Spirit, definitely is turning this thing on its head. Okay, I have some charms today. Let's see what I'm feeling for the charms. Maybe we'll get some additional clues, either the soulmate energy or the twin flame. Twists and turns. Oh, wow. Huh? Okay. All right. All right. This, my Aries. I have an Aries, Virgo, and I have a Pisces. I have a four-leaf clover. And I have this like energy thing. It looks like an atom. And it almost feels like the universe knows better than I did, that they had fate, destiny knows better than I did. And, you know, they're bringing me the good. They're bringing me the luck. They're bringing me the charm. So I do feel that. And I have this bird down here. I didn't even see this. I'm going to put these together. A little, it looks like a hummingbird. Look for a hummingbird. And they're delivering a little flower. So I feel kind of peaceful for that. I kind of feel like I want to say, "Aw, how sweet." This is coming into me as a chameleon, that the twin flame changes their colors to suit them. That when they want to be apologetic, they're apologetic. When they want to pull away to be free, they pull away to be free. I just feel like there's this constant turnover of who are you? So maybe that's something we've been struggling with. The ladder back chair is a sense of history to me. Ladder back chairs have been around forever. Very, very traditional chair, colonial times. It feels very stable. Can't go wrong with it. The ladder itself, they're saying, is an ascension. I'm climbing higher by just looking at the ladder, climbing up to heaven. I'm lifting myself up one step at a time. But it's a sense of stability. And I feel that we didn't have the sense of stability with this chameleon. And now Spirit's showing us what the universe really has for us. This kind of gift with this hummingbird, this kind of lucky leaf clover coming in, and this stability. So I have a feeling that they have literally changed your fate. Your fate is definitely changing for some of you. That this twin flame, this last blow, that was it. That was it. I cut off all ties from my twin, from this last blow, from this top secret news that came out. Top secret. They've been keeping a secret from you. And I don't feel like it's a little secret. I feel like it's a pretty big deal. Okay, that either the person that you thought that they've been with, or they said it was no big deal, they've been with for much, much longer than you thought. That person could be pregnant now. They could be wanting to live with that person. I just feel like it's a bombshell. And I'm done, Spirit says. Bombshell news. That's it. Sometimes, you know, you can tolerate a lot until you can't tolerate. And I feel like this is definitely that point where I say, I know that this soulmate is out there. And look here's another chair, you know, this sense of stability again. I know this soulmate, I know this true love is out there. And I don't want to give up on this. I want to give this person a chance. Because they just said, because I'm tired. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm run down from my twin. And yeah, it was great. Yes, it's exciting, but it's not worth the effort. It's not worth the risk anymore, or it's not worth the heartache. Spirit, can you please share with me the soul connection for a moment? What is it that you have for us? I have a star. I have a star. I have a Two of Pentacles. I have a Ten of Swords. Wow. Boy, I got to tell you, the cards speak for themselves. They just talk to me. And here's an Ace of Pentacles. Here's the goodbye once and for all. I can't do it anymore. Not with the news that I just found out. I just can't do it anymore. And this isn't going to connect to everybody. This is a general reading, so keep that in mind. The choice is yours. I either continue the battle, I continue the back and forth, I continue the running, the fears, the insecurities, or I look at what Spirit is ready to hand me, which is a dream come true, a wish, hope, a new offer, an offer of security. And they're saying this person is familiar with you, is what they're saying to me. Not necessarily that you know them in the 3D world, but just remember that soulmate is also going to be somebody that you have a soul contract with, different than a twin flame. But they're going to be familiar to you because you've shared past lifetimes together. You could have been married in a past lifetime. You could have been siblings. You could have been friends. So you recognize this person and as a soul contract also, and they have more to offer. They're not going to run. They are stable. They are secure. They want this more than anything, Spirit just said. I have a King of Wands. They're equally as passionate for you. So this is definitely a twist. It's a twist of fate. Let me see what the loving message is from the, I'll do both. I'll do messages from your twin and I'll do messages from your soulmate. Let's do our soulmate first. Messages from my future soulmate, soulmate now. Am I in the right place? Am I on the right path with the right person? I can't think straight around you. I really want you in my life. You know, you're the one who could break my heart. I'm falling for you. I'm falling for you fast. I'm giving you my heart. You complete me. I feel safe with you. I feel secure with you. And you're too beautiful. That came into me as I appreciate you. I'm not going to say hurtful words to you that you won't ever forget. So it was a I appreciate you energy. Let's see what they want you to know from your twin. Spirit, what does our twin need us to hear right now? Spirit said some of you are confused, and I get it. But they had said a lot in the beginning of this reading of your intuition is spot on, and it has guided you, and you didn't listen. So you've got to have like a wake-up call right now and really dig deep and listen to your intuition right now and what it's telling you, which direction. I know this is meant to be. They wouldn't be hurting you if it was meant to be. I feel the urge to contact you. That's because they know that you're thinking about somebody else. They're going to get wind of psychically and telepathically that you are inviting in a soulmate connection. Meet me in my dreams. I dream about you. I think about you. But I'm not doing the right thing in the 3D, and that's the difference. The ghost of you keeps me awake in the night. I'm haunted by you. And you might be haunted by them. I don't know what it is about this person. I can't get them out of my system. I don't know what I'm going to do. So then that's when you ask Spirit for guidance. And that's when you keep saying to Spirit, please help me to move on. Please help me to release this person from my life in this lifetime if it's not meant to be, and I can be stable and happy with a soulmate connection. Please release these feelings. Allow me to enjoy my life. Allow me to truly love again. Love cleanly, clearly another person. Stop this obsession. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting to go from a twin flame reading to a soulmate. But hey, if that's what you needed to hear, that was the message. That was the message today. This was a little bit off the charts even for me. So I'm going to put this out to the universe. I think it's spot on. I do. I think that many of you are going through this. And if you are, please let me know in the comments that this is exactly how you feel. This is exactly what's going on. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here at this channel. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell for these types of readings. Claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please head over to my website, KathyMammelin.psychicmedium.com. Also, please see my other two channels. I have a main channel, which is lots of love and single readings that you would enjoy, of course. And I have a pick a card channel, which is lots of fun. So take a ride over there. The links are in the comments. I will see you guys again in another twin flame or no contact reading, soulmate reading on this channel very soon. But this was a twist of fate for sure. And Spirit needed to share that with you today. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.